Hello, everyone, and welcome to Constructed Clash. I'm Spencer. I'm joined by Matt Claring.
Hey, how's it going?
Tell me about the Smash match you just won.
I was playing Bowser against Mario, and I was down two stocks, and then I just stopped
And
getting
then
hit.
and then you stopped getting hit, or you tough guide.
No, I stopped getting hit.
That's so much harder.
Yeah.
It's better when it's tough guy because then like they're frustrated and they're like,
It's hard to tough guy at 140% though.
"Oh man, you brought it back like that. That's so good."
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to bring it back here, Matt, because I don't think I've lost since we started this new set.
That's true. You've not. I
Uh,
think I've actually only won one of our clashes, and I think I got lost.
no, you won one that got posted, didn't you?
I don't think so.
Oh, get wrecked, kid. So today I'm playing Mono Red, and you're
Hmm.
playing Toski.
Right.
So I have not played this matchup. I have played a little bit of Mono Red in this format, but it was actually before this Toski deck became popular. So I've never played this matchup.
I think I might have played the matchup once. Yeah, I think Mono Red's a little bit favored, but I think it's at least got some play to it.
So talk to me about that, because when thinking about this, so I tweeted, what do people want me to play, and I actually just tweeted monocolor decks. So it was mono green, mono red, and I don't know if I put mono white. I don't remember what the third monocolor deck that I put was. But I was like, you know what, there's a lot of good monocolor decks. This is something that I think is really helpful for people, who are trying to get into Arena, is to be able to play these single color decks, have their mana bases, not cost them any money, and to talk about how these decks play in the format. And I think there's good options right now between mono white, mono red, and even mono green. I think is a decent deck at least.
Hmm.
And when mono red won, I was like, gosh, this is actually my least favorite of them. It's probably the best, and it's not close. I mean, maybe you could make the argument mono white is better, but I have a hard time with this deck, Matt. And I talked about this back when we did constructive criticism together all the time. But I have a really hard time understanding the value of understated 1/1s
Hmm.
in a game of Magic. And I've gotten better at it, but this deck in particular plays a specific 1/1 that I don't know if there's a mental block for me, but it's the goblin that deals damage to its power when it dies.
Yeah, Fireblade Charger.
And it is really hard for me to understand. I just actually played a game against Rogues where I think I played the card really well and
Hmm.
it started to click for me. But I think that this mono red deck is actually really difficult to play.
Sure. What I would say about that 1/1 in particular is that it's similar to. Do you remember the game that we played recently with the Dreadhorde Butcher?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I think it functions a lot like that. Like you often will attack with it even when it's going to die because your opponent's going to have 1/1s in play, or like
Right.
if they have a 2/2 or whatever, it just trades. It's basically that kind of thing.
Yeah. I do like that it increases the value of Rimrock Knight in your deck quite a bit, and being able to play Rimrock Knight in addition to your um what's the Haste Knight's name? I can't remember. Uh
A Haste Knight.
the one that pumps knights.
Oh, Fervent Champion.
Yeah, being able to just play Rimrock Knight. Obviously, sometimes you play them in mono red, but
Mhm.
I actually think that you get a lot of value out of playing it with this card, and it makes it's a really nice cohesive plan.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the Fireblade Charger obviously has some synergies, right? Like obviously Ember Cleave, Torbrand,
Yeah,
Rimrock Knight. Like there's plenty of synergies in the deck with it. But
yeah. But this is a matchup that I have not played. I am playing a snow version of this deck. I'm actually just gonna play the one that won uh the Latin America Championship
Mhm.
event that just went on. It's really close to what I was wanting to do with Mono Red anyway. It's not playing dragons or anything like that. It's just playing a couple snowlands, one Faithless Haven, and then just
You're only playing one Faithless Haven?
there's only one in this list.
That's wild.
How many would you play?
Four.
But that's so funny because 2 months ago, you, me, and Mason were having a conversation, and I was like, I want to play Faceless Haven in Mono Red, and then everybody was like, no, your mana's not good enough.
I certainly wasn't saying that in any monocolor deck.
Sure. Anyway, I'm just straight up taking the list from there. I like that it's not playing the dragons. I like that it's a little bit leaner, stuff like that.
Hmm.
What Toski list are you playing? Is this something that you've just been working on, or is this something from somewhere?
I think it's I think this is the deck Mason played in the SCG a few weeks back, so it's definitely an older list, but
Okay, cool. Why do
It
you
could also
think?
be a list that top aided in that same SCG or something. I know it's from a little bit ago, but
Why do you think Mono Red is a slight favorite?
I think that my creatures don't match up that well against yours, and I'm playing a lot of like if I draw a lot of my 4 mana spells, like I'm playing, Felidar Retreats, Chariots, Toskis, and Showdowns, and like if I just draw too many of them, you can just easily run me over. The only
That's
things that I really have going on in the matchup is that, uh, I mean, obviously Bone Crusher Giant, but some of the 4 drops actually are impactful when you actually get to them. So like, Chariot is pretty good.
I was gonna say you just mentioned Chariot as a downside. I think it's a huge upside against Mono Red.
No, I mean it is when you can cast it right. It's just flooding out on them. Lovestruck Beast is probably my best card in the matchup, but
Yeah, I have not played this matchup. I would assume it's Toski favored. I would assume that it is extremely Toski favored against Spencer. So, um, but no, I'm excited to play this. I think that the cards that will matter the most is I'll need to hit my Snowlands so that I can kill Bone Crusher Giants with my Lightning Bolts. I actually think that would be really important because if they are dealing 2, then it means that I have to be killing your smaller creatures, which I think could actually be really rough for me.
yeah, I mean I think killing the 1/2 that makes mana is pretty
No,
important. Honestly.
that's. I mean, obviously, I'll bolt the bird if there's a bird in play.
Yeah,
I just mean like I do actually think that being able to 1 mana deal with Bunker Strain is actually pretty important here.
sure. I mean that's like honestly that's the only card though that Frostbite hits that Bone Crusher Giant doesn't hit. I mean obviously the 1 mana versus 2 is probably the bigger deal, but
Yeah. Well, let's get into these games and we'll take a quick break and jump in. All right. So we did decide. I got one comment that somebody said that they would rather us have music, Matt. So
okay.
we do have some music in the background going on, some copyright-free stuff. So enjoy if you're
Nice.
watching. I have won the play or draw decision, Matt, and this is a tough one with Mono Red. I know how valuable that extra card is. Oh crap! I misclicked. I'm gonna go first.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that my hand is pretty good. My sleeves are substantially better than Matt's, so we're already ahead there.
You sure that's true?
I am positive.
Okay.
So I have some choices here, but I actually think that just attacking here with these 2 creatures is the right play. If he wants to block, he's welcome to do that. So the only way we really get punished here is if Matt actually does play the 1-drop, which he does. That's not what we wanted to see.
Yeah, you should have bolted the bird.
Well,
I'll tell you.
I can understand the yeah, that's not what I want to see. Alright, so now we have the choice of bolting the Clarion Spirit or bolting the Sentinel. I guess just attack, because if he blocks... Let's attack. Oh, but I didn't realize that I had more cards than you. That's not fun. Or the same number.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's worth blocking this.
Okay. I agree that that was the right play for Matt. Just gonna kill this. I actually don't want to deal with the 1/1s, I think.
Yeah, tracks.
Scald. Okay, so I think the first thing that we do here is attack. And then I think we just play this Chariot.
Sure, that sounds reasonable. I mean, that's like almost the only play that it could be at this point, right? Because like otherwise you would have just played something pre-combat.
Yeah, well, I could have and probably should have played a little bit differently, but Magic's hard, man.
I think that this showdown was actually really, really insane, for what it's worth.
I agree that your showdown was... I mean, a little is probably not even close to accurate, right? It was like...
Did I say a little? I thought I said really, really insane.
Oh, did you say really, really? I guess in my head I'm hoping that it's worse than it looks to me.
Are you, gonna cast priority though?
Oh, no. I was hoping to get the concession, you know, like when you just bug somebody out of their...
Sure.
I actually don't know how I can win this game. I mean, maybe... This is why I considered... I have a Phoenix of Ash, by the way. I considered actually playing that instead of the Chariot.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think that it might have been correct thinking back on it now. Okay, so...
I mean, I could easily still lose this game. Like, it's not like I'm like definitely winning this game. I just feel like that Scald was good.
I think you're like pretty close to definitely winning.
Obviously, you have the context of your hand though. Like if your hand was like
my hand is
Embercleave and
I think if I had an Embercleave, I would be feeling a lot better about this.
Yeah.
So if we attack, we only get to kill one cat. I'm quite sure we're supposed to have that in play. I'm also sure... Okay, so we're gonna do this, I think. I think we're gonna attack with everything and clone a cat. Because if you like want to block the cat with your 3/3, I think I'm mostly okay with that.
That might be right. I think I can kill you this turn, maybe.
Well, that would be not what I wanted to hear. Okay. I think that won me the game.
Okay.
But we'll see. It's all context dependent, obviously. Oh, I forgot that this did that. Gosh darn it. I might be dead. Fell at our retreat so good.
Block. So 4, 8, 12, 15. Only 15.
I forgot that your Sentinels had reach for what it's worth. Like, I just remembered this, and I actually think I cannot win. I was planning on this Torbrand killing you, and it will not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played a land? You played a fetch land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'm dead next turn, so I don't know that it matters. What could I draw? Cleave? I could draw Embercleave.
It's actually a pretty hard decision. It's not a hard decision, I just need to do math. That's fall.
On attacking?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna attack with everything, obviously, and they have vigilance, but I'm just debating on whether I want to play this Sentinel or not.
Is there a reason not to play the Sentinel?
Only if I want to use Takedown now.
But you already played a land. Oh, I see. I think
if I play Sentinel and then Takedown in combat, I guess I could just because I'd have to tap both of the Sentinels, so then I wouldn't have a reach blocker. No, I guess I would still have.
You would still have a
Sentinel,
reach blocker.
But then, yeah, it's easy to imagine how I could lose that. But if alternatively, I could just play the Sentinel, attack with everything, and then.
I mean, you'd just probably win next turn.
I'm probably just gonna do it that way. It's just a lot safer than anything else.
Yeah. All right, so this is 12.
I also have another Takedown in my hand, just so you know.
This is 4, 8, 12, 16, 21. So I block 5. Take 16. Alright, what can I draw that actually wins me the game? Not that. That was not it. What can you draw me that wins me the game? Do you have an instant that wins me the game here, Matt?
Unlikely.
I don't think so either. Alright. Would you like to not block?
I would not like to not block.
That's not going to win the game. Alright, GG's.
GG's. I think that if you had killed the first Sentinel,
yeah, I completely
you probably
agree.
would have won that game.
I agree. Okay, so in this matchup, I don't like this. I don't necessarily like all of these. What do you think of a Crone War in this matchup? It seems kind of bad, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's very good. There's just a lot of smaller creatures.
This Cinderclasm in my sideboard is interesting.
Is that the one that deals 2 damage to everything?
It's instant speed deal 1 or kicker deal 2.
Yeah, I mean, if not for here, then where, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say this has to be the matchup it's for. I think that Soul Seer is kind of important in this matchup. His creatures get really, really big. So I think that it's necessary more than anything. We have 25 lands, which I believe is too many in this matchup. So I am going to end up cutting one. I think it's this. I think we're just trying to be extremely lean and be the tempo deck here. It's
just
possible
citing in a lot of 4-drops. I'm citing in a Dragonfire, four Glass Caskets, and a Shred Sails, and
none of those were 4-drops.
Yeah, so I said I cited out a bunch of 4-drops.
Oh, I thought you said I'm citing in a bunch of 4-drops. I'm like, those are all 2-drops.
Well, yeah, that'd also be crazy to cite in a bunch of 4-drops against Mono Red.
I agree. That's why.
But yeah, so I ended up citing down to 1 Felidar Retreat, 1 Showdown, and 2 Chariots. And that's a lot of that is because I'm not totally sure. Like, I probably would rather draw 1 of each of the retreats and the showdowns than 2 of either, but I also am not 100% sure which one I think is better. I'm pretty sure the Chariot is the best 4-drop.
I would think that Chariot is the best 4-drop also.
Yeah.
By the way, in case what I'm saying about how hard this mono red deck is, I think that game really encapsulates how you just have to make the right decisions.
Right.
Otherwise, you just are in big trouble. This hand has 5 lands, so I am gonna mulligan it because I think that drawing the 6th land here would be a death sentence.
I'm gonna keep my hand, but it's gonna be super slow on the draw. It's possible that it's just a mulligan. It has double Fabled Passage, which is not great, but...
Alright, we're gonna keep this. It is not great. Interesting. I'm gonna play this. It's not. Oh, it's not what we wanted to draw though. The companion for your deck, by the way, I've always thought was not necessary.
I don't think that you're losing anything by playing it, and I've actually had the 5/5 be quite good. I mean, even especially in a matchup like this, honestly, the 5/5 is just really hard to beat.
So
the mana ability is always surprisingly relevant as well, but I think the biggest factor is
we're just gonna attack first here. I actually am fine if Matt wants to do anything. If Matt wants to block.
I'm pretty tempted to block with the Giant Killer on the Fervent Champion because you don't have Evercleave mana this turn, and I'm kind of okay with trading this for Rimrock Knight. Or I guess it doesn't really trade it for Rimrock Knight, but...
Interesting. I would not block if I thought my opponent had Rimrock Knight here.
I think it's fine, honestly.
Yeah. I'm not good enough to have Rimrock Knight, so... I thought I was bluffing Rimrock Knight there, and I would not have blocked, but maybe I'm wrong.
I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I'd rather get the blocks in while I know you don't have cleave or cleave mana.
Sure, that's fair. I think I played this game probably wrong according to what's happening right now, but we'll see. That's like kind of good for us that was how that played out.
Yeah, I mean, the double tap land on the draw, it was going to be slow no matter what, right?
I'd like to draw, you know, something. My hand was really bad, though. I didn't think I was supposed to mulligan to 5, but I think that we are officially in. We're probably losing this game territory.
Yeah, I mean, basically the only way I can see you really bouncing back from this is if you have Torbrand in hand. In that vein, I think it's just actually, like, I kind of want to play a Bone Crusher Giant this turn, but I think it's actually just better to do this, because Torbrand is the only way I can imagine losing, and this is just going to help me against that. Sorry if you can hear my dogs.
That's all good. They can hear them, but, you know, people have dogs. That was weirdly good for us. Like, I actually think we would have been so much worse off if he had just played the Bone Crusher Giant.
Well, yeah, maybe, but like I think that there's something to be said about maybe something works out slightly better for you, but I don't imagine that I can lose a game that looks like this. Whereas I can imagine losing a game that looks like me casting Bone Crusher Giant and then you playing Torbrand, you know?
Sure.
Does that make sense? Like so like I'm not winning as hard in this line, but I don't imagine that I can lose a game that looks like this, whereas I could imagine losing a game that looks like the other.
Yeah, I think that if we draw a double land, by the way, we might win this game now. But we have to draw land here. That is not land. I think we probably lose now. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Well, Matt, we did have that Torbrand. You can probably guess what my last card is too.
I mean, not easily.
Nah, you could guess. How else would I have won this game?
Another Torbrand or an Ambercleave, I guess.
Yeah, it's an Ambercleave.
Yeah. I mean that I have shred sails in my hand.
Think that if you can double spell this turn, which you can, you probably just do it and win, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You can actually triple spell this turn, right?
No, it doesn't pay generic costs.
Oh. Well, that's still, you still use all of that mana plus whatever you have left, right? So if you have a green spell, you do. Well, that will not do it. Okay, Matt takes match 1. What did you have there? I gotta ask.
I had shred sails and bone crusher giant.
I definitely would have played double spell there.
Why?
Well, it puts 7 extra toughness into play. And I can
yeah, but I mean,
feel...
none of that really does anything against an Embercleave on that guy.
Well, that doesn't matter.
What?
Well, because he doesn't have death touch, right? So I still have to deal the lethal damage.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's 10, right? So it's yeah, 5-10. No, it's yeah,
no, it's not. It's
is
only
it 10
8.
or is it more than that?
It's
no,
only
it's
8.
No, it's 10.
It's 3. It's 4 plus 4, right?
It's 5 plus 5.
Oh, sure. Oh, it's either way.
I just don't.
You're at 20 though. I think that getting the board into play was actually better.
I think I was at 14, but also it was gonna be lethal in a turn anyway. I don't know. I think that was the safer way to play it.
Fair enough. Let's go to match 2. All right, as we prepare for this, I actually want you to say what you just said again for the camera about playing not to lose versus playing to win, because I do think that it is a hard line to draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the worse your position is, the more you have to play for a win, and the better your position is, the more you play to not lose.
Right, but if you play too hard to not lose, then you end up, giving your opponents outs, right?
Yeah, it's true. You could do that. But
I've been a mulligan. The reason that I bring that up, by the way, is because I actually think there's a specific weakness of mine in Magic. That I too often play not to lose instead of to win.
Right. I mean, you have to obviously calculate whether you can lose the game through some other way, right? Like if you're playing around your opponent's outs and giving them more outs at the same time, it's obviously worse. But
I think that this hand, by the way, that I mulligan to is actually quite strong if I draw lands.
I think my hand is not great right now, but could be okay in the future.
So here I like just attacking.
Yeah.
Here I like actually playing this Fervent Champion and then passing.
Okay. Well, that wasn't the things that I was scared of, so now I'm feeling pretty good about my spot.
Yeah, you seem pretty favored here. I need to draw a red land basically right now. That is not a red land.
I think when I made it to turn 3 with the Sentinel alive, it was probably just going to be hard.
Yeah, I also didn't have a way to kill it.
Yeah, I assumed. I mean, obviously, I would have figured you would have learned that lesson after the first game.
We also didn't draw a red land, and so we're in deep doo-doo, is what I would say. All right, Matt saw the line. I was hoping that he would just... We're like so done. What if we did draw a red land, Matt? What if you were done?
I mean, you got me. If you want to do that, it's fine.
Obviously, we would have played the red land before combat.
Well, I don't even think that that's necessarily true, but I do think that I just had a follow-up that I was okay with, even if you killed the chariot.
We are the deadest. We're just going to concede this one. Yeah, not drawing a red land there was rough. I can see why this deck only plays one Fate to save in.
Sure. Did you have a double red spell in your hand?
No, but I had red spells.
Sure, but
you can only play one spell a turn.
Right? It wasn't really so much a problem that you didn't.
Right, but I couldn't double spell on turn 2.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, again, it's more of a problem of mulliganing than anything else, which obviously does happen in mono red.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was kind of toying with the idea of just siding out the rest of the 4 drops and then just siding in Raiden. Is that how you say that? The Flying Vigilance snow lands your opponent's control into the battlefield tapped. I actually forgot that it did that. That's actually just definitely incorrect.
By
I was
the way,
thinking about making Embercleave cost more, but
sure. By the way, this deck does play Castle, so I don't know if the versions that you've seen play Castle and Faithless Slaven, but
I think I might have been playing one Castle Embereth in the list that I have right now. I'll take a look at it after the game. Okay, what else am I siding on? I'm gonna side out. I might side out an Innkeeper. I don't know if that card matters that much in this matchup. Maybe it should just be a Giant Killer though.
Yeah, Giant Killer seems so much worse.
But so I mean, the
I mean,
nice
it
thing
is a
about Giant
1/2,
Killers
which
is a
is kind of
1/2.
annoying for what it's worth.
Yeah,
in.
right. That's why I would be interested in siding out the Innkeeper instead, because it's not even like I can never play the Innkeeper with tempo for the most part, but yeah, I'm gonna side in the Raidains maybe, and see how that goes. Your Snowlands entering the battlefield tapped actually seems insane. I forgot that it did that.
Yeah, I've boarded that card against mono red before.
Yeah. I was just thinking about making your Embercleaves cost more, you know, and all that good stuff. Doesn't the backside also prevent damage? Or is that's the other card, isn't it?
No, I think the backside prevents 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should just definitely have been siding in that card then. I'm just crazy.
I think this hand is a keep. Especially on the play. Robber of the Rich is really powerful on the play.
Yeah, it is. My hand is a keep also, but I'm not excited about it.
Oh, I actually definitely am going to play that card.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, maybe we're not. We're less likely to play that card now. Here we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna use our mana this turn.
This card is very good against me too, and you just have not been good at drawing that one.
Oh, I had it last game.
Okay. Sure, you haven't been good at drawing it in a situation where you had mana to play it.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's no blocks here. I don't think it's worth trading for the front half of whatchamacallit here.
Yeah, I also wouldn't block there. He has the choices now, but I think this is the choice.
They also have some options, but none of them look that great, honestly. But I guess this guy has vigilance. That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, vigilance is dope.
Oh, I was also thinking that I would be able to do something that I cannot.
You thought you'd be able to tap that from mana already?
Yeah. It was whatchamacallit. What's the other card that does that?
I don't know, but
Rangers.
it seemed really good.
Yeah, it was a lot better in my mind. Oh sure.
Get there and hope we will meet there.
I'm probably dead now. I don't see a great way for me to come back into this game.
I like your life total.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. And just playing the 5/5 could be pretty powerful.
Yeah. If I could do that, that would be something.
Yeah, you've been choked on mana. I mean, we've both been choked on mana a little bit this game, but luckily my spells were all, you know, really efficient for my. I think I've used all my mana every turn, which is just, you know, busted.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I've used all my mana every turn as well, but no, I guess I burned 3 mana last turn, didn't I?
Well, that tap land sucks for me. Just so we're clear.
Good. You love to hear.
I think we're still going to attack with everything here.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Like, just putting you to effectively 1 or 2 here is completely busted, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just definitely can't win this game, but I'll make some plays that I think are the best until then, but... But yeah, I'm on a 0 outer, I think. Okay, so step 1 is that you have actually nothing. There's just no way around that.
I would be shocked if you could be the top end in my hand. Top end in my hand.
Yeah, me too. It'd be, like I said, you had to have nothing, I think. So my mana is just too bad, too.
Does that play 0 of the Redain main?
Yeah.
Card's been quite good in mono white.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, even in the best case, I was going to 1, and you were going to get a bunch of 1/1s, so it wasn't going to work anyway. Even without you having the top brand, but...
Right. Ooh, I actually think this is a keep on the draw. It's not very good, but I actually think it's probably fine in this matchup on the draw specifically, unless you specifically do that.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best hand that I've had in this match so far.
Like in the matchup?
Well, just in general, it's just a good hand in every matchup, in every matchup. But it's the best one I've had since we started playing.
That bugs me less.
What did you think it was going to be? There are like almost no 3-mana plays in this deck.
I mean, if you had played the 2-drop, I actually would have been in trouble.
Which 2-drop?
The one that makes spirits.
Oh, the Clarion? Yeah, sure.
I still think I'm probably going to lose this game, though. My draw was not good stuff. Maybe my hand was a mulligan. It probably wasn't aggressive enough. Although I don't know that an aggressive hand would have been that good against your hand on the play.
Yeah. Hard to say. Yeah. I have a really cute play here, but it would be literally playing it only because it's cute, so it's just bad.
Okay.
And I would have definitely gotten punished for it. So.
Why don't you do it? Alright, we actually are going to attack here.
I think I'm actually not supposed to block.
Yeah, I also don't think you're supposed to block.
I think that if I didn't have a 1/1 in my hand, I would definitely have blocked for what it's worth.
No. It's the worst kind of 1/1.
This is the play I could have made last turn. I was thinking that, like, if you were at 5, maybe I go for it. Like, I could have, I could have glass casketed my own guy. Try to attack you for 5. Sure.
Alright, would you like to F5 through your turn?
No.
I'm probably gonna lose then. It's not a 1/1.
Man, I did that again. I, for some reason, can't get it through my head that doesn't do that.
What?
I obviously would have just played the Giganta this turn if I had realized that I wasn't going to be able to do both.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Alright, we need Ember Cleave and something else, probably. You can now. You can play the Giganta now.
Yeah. I sure can. So if I block like this and it's Ember Cleave, you hit the Giganta one, and I think I'm still doing okay there. If it's just Castle Embereth, I also think this is fine.
No! Okay, so if I move this to Rimrock Knight... I wish you hadn't played that land, by the way.
Why?
Because then my Robert would get it. It was a really heads-up play. So, I think that I'm supposed to put this on Rimrock Knight if I attack with both. So if I just attack with Bone Crusher Giant, he has to block with at least 3 toughness. It's gotta be a hard decision on the Love Struck Beast, right? Like,
No, I'm deciding on how I want to crew this chariot. I think I want to crew the chariot because if I'm going to attack, I'd rather have it spread more.
sure.
But I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work with the Castle Embereth the best for me. I think this is right. Let me double check, make sure. First strike there. That would be not probably the right way. Yeah, this is just definitely better. Definitely blocked all of it. I should be able to get away with this. So if you order them here, still trades. Okay, pretty sure this is right.
I don't know that it matters how I order these ones, right?
You want to order the chariot first, probably, unless you want to kill the Love Shark Beast. I don't know. It's up to you.
And the Love Struck Beast dies no matter how I order these.
Yeah, they actually just all die. Yeah, that's true. I was trying to figure out if there was a way for you to order the first strike to where your guy wouldn't die. Was what the math I was doing.
Oh no, I don't think that was possible there.
It wasn't the way. Yeah, I mean, I just had to double check, right? Like, because if this wouldn't trade, then that would be a problem.
Okay, so let's put this on this.
Rock Knight can't block. I think that this play might lose to everything of attacking with both of the cats, but I also think that it might be able to beat nothing. I'm not sure that I have another play that does that. I think that you actually made a pretty bad mistake by equipping to the Rimrock Knight instead of the Robber.
Why is that?
Because the Rimrock Knight can't block.
Oh shit. Or oh crap. Well, that is a huge mistake. That's really bad. That sucks like a lot, actually. Well. I forgot that couldn't block.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Have I won this match?
Unclear.
Is it unclear?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if either side of this Redained does anything. I mean, if I could just play the 2-3 side, and then I could try to. I mean, double blocking just probably.
Well, you lose on a double block.
I wouldn't die, right? But I guess I would die.
Yeah,
I would die.
You would die. You lose on either side of the Redain.
Other side, do it.
Yeah, you would take 3 on the other side.
Yeah, I think I'm just dead. But... I think you blocking with Robert was probably wise.
I had to do it because of Bone Crusher Giant, for what it's worth. Although I guess you could have just killed with the... Match 3. I don't know how we got there with that game, but we did.
I think Embercleave is just really good in the matchup.
Sure.
I think it's hard to beat.
So for match 3, I've audibled to Esper Control.
Nice.
Not really.
I actually think that matchup's like a lot better for me.
Fair enough. Yep, that's probably true. I think this hand is a keep, and it's probably the best hand I've drawn so far.
Sure. My hand is a keep, but not enthusiastic about it.
Here I think we just attack. I expect no blocks. And I'm pretty sure we're supposed to kill this.
Yeah. This is also what I was expecting from my side, so makes sense. Interesting.
Let's talk about it, Matt Kling.
I was just thinking that I could maybe just use the takedown here instead of playing it as a land, but I don't have another land, so it's just crazy talk.
I think we're pretty happy to attack again, for what it's worth. Oh, well, we don't get to.
Yeah. I mean, you probably could have suspected that and no attacks, you know?
Sure, yeah, that's fair. Our draw has not been amazing, but it's probably okay.
Yeah, I mean, Embercleave would certainly go a long way. Alright, this is busted. This is just Splinter Twin. It's so hard to beat this. For any deck, it's not even
just it's really tough to beat the cleave on the Annex.
Right. Oh, if I just had like a lot more mana, maybe I could do something.
I mean, you do have the tapper, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I need more mana. I wish that I could cast 2 spells this turn and tap something, but I cannot. It's honestly a really big deal too, because I have Clarion Spirit, Bone Crusher Giant in my hand, and if I could cast both of those and tap down the Annex, so if I just had one more land, I think that would be really, really good for me. But as is, I am debating on casting nothing this turn. It's probably, I don't know. It's really hard because like you can just move the.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's pretty likely that I move the Ember Cleave.
Yeah, if you move it, I just tap down that guy though instead. So
right, but then you're still getting attacked for, for 5.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, I can jump block it at that point at least.
Sure.
And it uses all your mana. I think that this is the way to go, but I'm not totally clear on it.
We'd go to bed in my arms. You're safe and sound without a threat.
Oh man.
Wait to see what happens next.
That changes my play, I think. I will enter combat.
If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, how far can we get if we sail a little bit high?
I guess I couldn't have blocked. I'm just forgetting how many creatures I needed to actually tap for this.
So this is kind of weird, but I actually think maybe it's wrong. Maybe I just play this. This is tough. So I have another Annex.
I'm just looking to make 1/1s.
And I think the 2/1/1s are actually really good right now.
It's 4 1/1s.
Is it really? Well then, I know which one I'm gonna do. I think I keep the one that's equipped.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. This game's getting very difficult from my side. It wouldn't be a problem if I didn't think I had any chance to win, but I actually think that there are plays that could give me chances to win here. It's just hard to find them. It's just a lot of math.
Interesting.
A little bit high, a little bit long, completely alone. Giving up, letting go. Might feel compelled, looking down from the heights that we have built all by ourselves. And there is fear of the unknown, but we cannot lose control when we feel like the world is against us. We're trying to find ourselves without the defining words.
Okay.
We can no longer hold on to what
It's rough.
only makes us hurt. We cannot sink into the dark of our
Did you forget to tap that?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that game is actually going to be really interesting too. That's unfortunate. I mean, you could have just not attacked with it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I just hit the all attack button, so it was
Yeah.
like, I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I didn't realize until right as I was hitting the button, I was like, wait a second.
that we must reach.
Okay.
That we must
So I think we want the same sideboard plan we were doing before, basically.
that we must reach.
Yeah, I think that. What did you end up sideboarding last time?
So I'm just sideboarding in, going a little bit smaller and sideboarding in removal spells. I am not convinced this Interclasm is good in this matchup, though.
Sure. I don't know. It just feels like the matchup is so much about Embercleave. It just that's the main difference between the first match and the next two, right? Is that you just won every game you run Embercleave and had mana to
Right.
cast it.
Right. I think I'm a tempo deck that needs to clear the way for Embercleave to win, and like the rest just doesn't matter. So I'm actually
Probably just honestly good advice for mono red in this format. Or since the printing of Embercleave.
yeah.
Just want to make Embercleave happen, and everything else kind of doesn't matter.
This hand is also good. It's not as good as the last hand, but it is strong. Fireblade Treasure gets some free attacks that don't make a ton of sense, but
I think Fireblade Charger was also like if I had played that game correctly, I think Fireblade Charger was what was going to win you that last game.
yeah, I think so too. It was quite good.
Yeah.
I did have the Bone Crusher Giant to kill you no matter what you did on those blocks,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, it was only made possible because of the Fireblade Charger. Right?
I agree. Yeah, I agree. It was quite good in that game. I mean, it lived the whole game, right? So obviously it was insane. Got in a lot of damage, forced, you know, rough decisions. It did a lot of work.
Right. Sorry, I'm thinking it's not that easy.
That's okay. I think your deck is actually kind of difficult to play. So
I think that the mana is very difficult to play. I think that there are so many decisions that win or lose the game based on what land you play.
So, I think the best play is actually just play this from Rock Knight for what it's worth, and I'm kind of sad about that.
Sure.
Because I'm addicted to value. No, not for,
Right.
not for any other reason.
Value is good.
This is not what we wanted to see. We're gonna go ahead and kill this. I think if we attack, we have to attack with both. And I think that that's right.
Sure. I think I'm just gonna try to trade.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think it also forces me into having to use a lot of my mana quickly and needing to draw cheap spells again. I could be overvaluing the Sentinel, but it's kind of where we were at there.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that it makes it better for you to not attack, though. Right? Like, what are you hoping to get out of it if you don't attack? I mean, again,
Yeah.
unless your hand is a bunch of Embercleaves, in which case.
Right.
Just want to point out how good Gigantha was, though.
Yeah, it was really good there. You should attack with your 1/1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does seem like...
I would not block.
I believe you.
No, you don't. You don't think I'd block that 1/1?
Obviously, you're playing around my... Breaking Claws plus the other one.
It's too funny. No blocks. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen here. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, so if we don't block, we take 9, go to 6. I think we have to not block to win this game. It's kind of rough. Oh man, that was so good for us. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter though. Maybe we actually just die now? I might have done this wrong. Okay. We're dead. You runnered real good there.
I had all that. I
You
drew
had you had 2 cards. There's no way you drew all
I drew
of
the
it.
giant killer. I had the glass casket in my hand from turn 1.
Sure. The giant killer was really good.
I ripped the Love Struck Beast on the turn that I cast that. That was really
Yeah.
good.
Regardless, you had like no cards left. We were both in top deck mode with me having an Ember Cleave and a Tallbrand in hand, and then you, I think, went on to win that game pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty close, all things considered, right? Like I had to consider Ember Cleave. It was at 13, so.
Yeah. Let's keep this the same for being on the play. All right, for all the marbles, Matt. How many marbles is that now?
So many marbles?
Like 4 marbles. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can keep that. Ugh, it's so bad too. We literally kept this hand and lost the other one. It's the same hand.
Yeah.
But I think it's a keep in this matchup. At least we're on the play this time. Like...
I mean, it is definitely a difference maker. I did assume that was what was in your hand. It's possible I misplayed this, but I couldn't figure out how to do it better.
In the dark we fight, you take the wrong and you make it right. Like a firefly, you're glowing at night. So don't make it hard, don't let me go. I wanna hold you tight when you're cold. I'm waiting for your love, you just keep me hanging on. I deserve to stay, and I will find my way. I will find my way.
Yeah, I think I still like getting blocks in when I can, when I know that they're, free chump blocks.
Right. don't know if this is the right play, but I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
Oh man. I'm so dead. Oh. Well, at least
Yeah, it'd be better if I had the second green mana. But...
Yeah. Like, so much better for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit better for you, right? Like, I mean, if they trade versus not trading, it just doesn't really matter that much to me. I mean, if you have some way to make them not trade, then it would beat the Love Struck Beast as well, right? So.
Yeah, it's possible I'm supposed to be mulling this hand to 5. The oh, my nose itches so bad, dude. It's possible that I'm supposed to be mulling these Bone Crusher Giant hands, but I don't actually know.
That's hot.
Yeah, that was a really good draw. Can you draw a Rimrock Knight? It'd be so good for me right now.
Yeah.
Or the 4th Bone Crusher. That'd also be good. I think I need to draw Ember Cleave to win this game.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's not it. Just really hoping to draw Scalds there. What?
This is funny.
That I was wanting a good card?
Well, I don't have any Scalds in the deck right now for one, but it's just funny that you're like, you sounded really bummed that you didn't draw it.
Well, you know, I am. So it would have been really good.
This Castle Embereth is actually super annoying.
I think so too. And then there was a pretty good rip.
Could you have
Hey, this Haven to end?
Yeah.
It possibly. I don't know that I could have used the card in my hand if I had done that though.
Sure. That's fair. Maybe I'm just not supposed to block that. So I think this is the way.
No! Matt! That is rude.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm killing all your fun here.
Oh man. Greed. No, I definitely think that the edge wall is a free attack there, by the way.
You think so? I
Yeah,
think it's better for me than for you right now.
Well,
you've already used 3 of your 7, 3 of your 7 or 8 adventure creatures, and I have one literally on adventure right now.
sure. I think the only way for me to get back into the game was to draw one now.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I considered attacking with it, but like it's honestly just
we got flooded there. I think we have now lost this game, but I will let you finish it.
Sure.
My last card was a land, by the way, when I was bluffing yet last turn.
So you should have just attacked with the Haven, is what you're saying?
Maybe. This game is over. You think you could attack every turn and win? Yep.
Yeah, I think that is the plan from here for what it's worth. I mean, you should definitely be blocking with the Haven, right? There's no way that's weird.
Oh, did I forget to activate Haven? What if we're just bad, though, Matt?
I mean, I made a play similar, in the other game when I was dead. Just like, I just like forgot to use this.
I don't even think I have an out.
Yeah, I've been holding up shred sales, but you actually just don't have mana to cleave into this turn, so.
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Matt, you won one!
Woo! So good.
Let's go to the post game. So, I'm pretty sure Naya's favored.
Yeah, I still don't think so. I mean, I think that if you're executing your game plan, I just lose. Like, it's only when you're trying to react to me that I have chances.
Right, but like, I just won't draw Embercleave every game.
But if you're winning 100% of the games where you do draw Embercleave, and then any percentage of the games where you don't, it's like you're actually like, I think you're like 60% to have a 4 of in your opening hand or something like that. So.
Okay, well, we did not draw enough active Embercleaves to win that match, but it was closer than I thought because I thought Naya would be a huge favorite in like my head.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're right. I think that I made a couple of hard play, like wrong decisions early that really punished me, which I kind of expected going into this. Just one, not playing the matchup, and I think Mono Red is a deck that you really need to understand what your role is and what you're trying to do in every given matchup, and also in given turns because you're supposed to pivot so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can take a controlling or a tempo line and then supposed to be all in aggressive to like the next line with Mono Red, and I just think that that's really hard to do when you don't have a lot of reps.
Right. Yeah, I think the matchup is mostly interesting from the Naya side because I'm going to have to take turns off. Like, I know that going into it, playing this deck, you're just going to have to, play tap lands on certain turns, not have the Color Genie on certain turns. And I think that is particularly hard to do against Mono Red because you need to know which turns they're going to have the most ways to punish your slow development.
Yeah, you did a really good job of playing around Cleave and playing around Rimrock Knight, I thought, for what it's worth.
Sure. I mean, I tried. But I don't know. Thinking back on some of the plays, we definitely both made some pretty massive misplays at different points. I was thinking that at the time of attacking with both of those 2/2s that you were going to take and go to 1, and then I would have a potentially lethal attack on the way back. But I actually just did math badly, and you actually just would have had lethal if you'd taken both of them.
Oh, the game that I won on those 2/2s?
Yeah, you ended up winning anyway, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, I understand.
Semi-embarrassing play now in hindsight for me.
Sure. I mean, definitely for me. But I do think that it goes to show kind of... I believe that the stand format is actually really difficult and really fun. I mean, we've played a lot of different matchups. There's still more decks that we could play. We're going to play Historic next week, though, because like we're getting like... pretty deep on the standard meta game, but leave a comment if there's a specific standard matchup you want to see, even of decks we've already played. Leave a comment. Best comment will be our next standard match. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you to Pure MTGO, who I've secretly been posting this to without telling Matt. So we have a bunch of sponsorship money laying around. And yeah, we'll see you guys all next week with another Constructed Clash.
See ya.